Imagine a packed theater in 2018 where the audience erupts into cheers as T'Challa and Killmonger face off. Their battle isn't just about the throne of Wakanda, it's a clash of ideals, of pain, and of the burden of legacy. Now, jump forward to 2023. Fans exit theaters after watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, with furrowed brows and lukewarm feelings. Kang the Conqueror, teased as Marvel's next grand villain, falls short of expectations. How did we go from the cultural triumph of Black Panther to the confusion surrounding Kang? Today we'll dive deep into why Killmonger resonated with fans while Kang left many disappointed. Villains are more than just obstacles for the hero. They represent challenges that heroes must overcome, ideologically, emotionally, and physically. A great villain isn't defined solely by their powers, but by their motivations and the way they reflect the hero's struggles. Loki, Thanos, and Killmonger are standout examples because they force their heroes to confront deeper truths about themselves. In contrast, lackluster villains like Malekith in Thor, The Dark World, or Yellowjacket in Ant-Man fail to leave an impression because their motivations feel hollow or generic. Killmonger's origin story is one of pain, betrayal, and a hunger for justice. Eric Stevens grew up fatherless in Oakland, California, abandoned by the country his father died for. This created a deep-seated anger and a determination to right the wrongs he saw in both Wakanda and the world. Unlike many villains who want to rule or destroy, Killmonger's motivations were rooted in real-world issues: systemic oppression, inequality, and the legacy of colonialism. These themes resonated with audiences on a profound level. What made Killmonger's conflict with T'Challa so gripping was its personal nature. They weren't just rivals, they were family. Killmonger's challenge to T'Challa wasn't just physical, but ideological. Should Wakanda continue its isolationist policies, or should it use its power to help oppress people worldwide? This debate elevated Black Panther from a typical superhero film to a cultural conversation. Released in February 2018, Black Panther wasn't just a movie, it was a movement. For many, it was the first time a superhero film celebrated African culture in such a vivid, unapologetic way, from the stunning Afrofuturist visuals of Wakanda to the authentic accents and costumes. The film was a celebration of heritage. A predominantly black cast, led by Chadwick Boseman, showed the world the power of representation. For millions, it wasn't just about seeing heroes who look like them. It was about seeing their stories told with respect and care. Wakanda's blend of advanced technology and traditional African culture created a vision of what could be, free from colonial narratives. The numbers speak for themselves. Black Panther earned over $1.3 billion globally, becoming one of Marvel's highest-grossing films. It also made history at the Academy Awards, winning 3 Oscars and becoming the first superhero movie nominated for Best Picture. Introduced in Loki as He Who Remains, Kang was hyped as the next big bad of the MCU. With Jonathan Majors' commanding performance and a promise of multiverse-spanning chaos, fans expected Kang to fill Thanos' shoes. But when Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, debuted, Kang's impact fell flat. Unlike Killmonger, whose goals were clear and relatable, Kang's purpose felt muddled. Was he trying to conquer timelines for power, survival, revenge? The lack of clarity made it difficult for audiences to invest in his story. Marvel positioned Kang as an unstoppable force, yet he was defeated in his first major appearance by Ant-Man, a hero not known for his overwhelming strength. This diminished his credibility as a multiversal threat. Kang lacked a personal stake in the story. His actions weren't tied to Ant-Man or his family in a meaningful way, making his conflict feel hollow. Killmonger's battle with T'Challa was deeply personal. He wasn't just fighting for power, he was fighting for recognition, for justice, and to avenge his father. His pain was palpable, and audiences could understand his anger even if they didn't agree with his methods. Kang's conflict in Quantumania felt impersonal. Without a personal connection to the protagonist, his actions lacked the emotional weight that made Killmonger's journey so compelling. Fans didn't understand what drove Kang, making it hard to care about his defeat or his return. Even in death, Killmonger's presence looms large. In Wakanda Forever, his ideology continues to challenge Wakanda's leadership. His character has become a symbol of resistance and a reminder of the complexities of justice. Kang's story isn't over. With Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars on the horizon, Marvel has a chance to course correct. By giving Kang clearer motivations and personal stakes, the studio could elevate him from a forgettable villain to a compelling antagonist. Fans connect with villains who have understandable, even sympathetic goals. Killmonger's fight for justice resonated. Kang's nebulous ambition did not. Villains should challenge heroes on a personal level, forcing them to grow. Killmonger's relationship with T'Challa did this beautifully, while Kang's battle with Ant-Man felt superficial. If a villain is billed as a multiversal conqueror, their actions and defeats should reflect that scale. Killmonger set a new standard for Marvel villains, proving that a complex, nuanced antagonist could elevate a superhero film into a cultural phenomenon. For Marvel to maintain its dominance, it must deliver villains who resonate with audiences. Kang's journey could still succeed, but it will require a level of storytelling that balances emotional stakes with multiverse-scale ambition. Killmonger showed us the power of a villain who challenges not just the hero, but the audience's perceptions of justice and morality. Kang, despite his potential, has yet to rise to that level. As Marvel continues to build its multiverse saga, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever, not just for the heroes, but for the villains who define them. What do you think? Can Kang redeem himself, or will Killmonger remain Marvel's most beloved antagonist? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our favorite universes.